All right, this is something we're going to just watch some of these and I give my reaction to.
Plan on settling down?
No.
The second you guys hear that, like if you need to ask girls these questions, by the way. Oh, do you plan on settling, etc.? She tells you no, you know that you're just there for a fun time and not a long time.
She belongs to the streets.
That's exactly what time it is. So I don't even I'm not going to waste much time on this topic. Girls like this that are like, oh, I don't want to settle. Like, guys, just know, like, you're not. Hopefully, most of you understand that. But a lot of you guys are fucking stupid. Yes, I'm calling men stupid right now for the feminists out there. A lot of men are fucking stupid. Very stupid. I would see this in the last 8 months that we've been hiring aggressively at Ant Digital for all consulting. I have seen how stupid and low IQ a lot of men are. And I didn't really think it was this bad. And of course, the people I'm hiring in a lot of cases could be younger, getting out of college. I was not that fucking stupid coming out of college.
Stupid.
Fatality.
And you guys got to really be able to decipher the difference here. Okay, so when a girl, like, the second she says no, don't press her on it. Don't try and change. You're not going to change her. And some of you guys got to stop looking at dating like Bitcoin in 2010. And I say that to the guys that got into Bitcoin in 2010, the early days, right? Now, as you guys know, I've said this publicly, I got in 2017, so still pretty early. It was like $450 a coin, which is, compared to now, the price is, what, 63, 64,000? We could probably include that in the bottom ticker at some point. But I like just playing the stocks there because it's a lot safer. But yeah, like, you guys got to stop treating women like they're Bitcoin in 2010. Like, there's no sort of explosion that's going to happen from a girl that's just like, not really. Because Bitcoin in 2010 was just like whatever. It was pretty small. No one really knew anything about it. And then yours truly gets lucky in 2017 and life changes from there. But yeah, you guys got to stop looking at women like this because it's very dangerous. And like, I'm not even going to get mad at her. I'm not going to like go hard. This is just accept how they are and keep it pushing. That's just the best advice I can give you.
No, I never want to get married. I never want to have kids. I want to be by myself because I'm independent and...
Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound familiar to every TikTok and Instagram influencer that you've ever heard that's a woman? As I've mentioned before, women don't have their own thoughts. They're just repeating what somebody else said. That right there, that like talking point and script, I've heard it from every influencer girl that hates men. And this girl's like 19 years old.
Who's going to take care of you when you're 60, though, or 70?
Me.
Feminism final boss. And more than likely, this girl doesn't have a father. She doesn't have a strong male in her life. And I do feel bad. I will say, like, I do feel bad for girls that are, because, like, she doesn't need to think like this. What compelled her to think like this and now act like this? And by the way, her doing this on camera, she thinks she's like cool and chic, and which we'll get into one of those videos here soon, of a woman that's saying a divorcee is chic. Fucking stupid, man.
Stupid.
But yeah, guys, you just don't take these girls seriously. It's the best way I can say it.
Me, myself, and I. And yeah.
What about your boyfriend, though? Don't you want to stay with them till then?
Maybe if he stays good. Yes, but if not, then no.
Okay, you can survive on yourself.
Yes, I can.
Why don't you want to have a family?
I feel like when girls like know they want marriage or kids, they know that from a young age. But I've never wanted that. Like, never once there.
And hey, that's okay. It's not natural for her to not want that. That's a different conversation. That's a lot of deep-rooted liberalism and feminism. We know that. But guys, like, you hear shit like this when girls tell, like, you're at the bar or you're talking to her, etc., and you're trying to get laid. Get in and get out and just don't take her seriously. Now, I actually have a new position on this topic. New position on this topic. Gentlemen, the best thing that you guys can do, and you've heard this from everyone that's older, and now I'm telling you, here we are again. The best thing you guys can do is not deal with women at all. The reason I say that is kind of contradicts what I've said previously of deal with as many women as possible, understand how they move, etc. No. Watch yours truly. We'll watch these videos, break them down, give you insight analysis, and I'll tell you how they move. Now, I understand a lot of you need to go put your hand on the stove to get burned. Some of you are really fucking stupid.
Stupid.
However, dealing with women will be one of the biggest, greatest distractions and downfall that you're going to have as a young man. Look what's going on with Andrew and Tristan right now. Andrew and Tristan are sitting in jail. They have 7 days until they're even going to be seen by a judge again because of some bullshit that a girl threw at them, an accusation, and they're being held in a country that they're not even facing charges, the United States of America, because of a female. And do you think that they knew that this was going to happen? No. But when you become as big as they do and influential, the easiest way to take you down is via girls. So if you're a young man out there and you're building yourself up and you're continuing to do your thing, go to the gym, don't drink, don't do drugs. That's for losers all the way. Losers all the way. Focus on your business, make money, work a normal job, drive Uber, do whatever you have to do, okay? Until you reach my age of 28. Your brain is going to be so mature and stable and clear that women that come in like this are never going to be able to throw you off. That's some of the best advice I can give to you young guys. Now, of course, a lot of you young guys are young and you want to deal with girls and these girls are hot. I get it. Look, man, I've had my fun. Completely get it. But if you want to do something big, the biggest downfall is going to be females. Biggest downfall. Because that's the fastest way people can attack you. And the whole system is against you when it comes to that topic. You don't have to take my advice. I'm not here to try to convince you. But what I am here to do is to be the older brother that you never have had. Or if you did have, he didn't tell you this. Crazy, man. But girls like this will ruin your life, dude. This is the type of girl that'll hit you with an allegation, bro.
There was like a glimmer of me that was like, oh, I want kids and a husband. No.
Do you ever plan on settling down?
No. No, I never want to get married. I never want to have kids. I want to be my...
Yeah, right here, this feminism final boss. Anyway, next topic. Shout out to Tucker.
Believe all women? Women. They don't. Most men I know, I include myself in this, are much more likely to believe what women say than other women are. Did you ever talk to women? Do you know any women? Ask women how they assess the claims of other women. They're like, she's lying. So stop it with your dumb posturing. I'm not falling for this. You know who doesn't believe all women? Women.
Yeah, that's also a black pill. That's a very black pill conversation that
they don't.
A lot of women are not prepared for. It's a big black pill. You want to know how I know this to be true? Let me tell you how. Luckily for yours truly, my family is predominantly women. Strong women. They're mothers now, wives, girlfriends, amazing people, okay? And it is just ever so funny anytime another woman's brought up or a situation of another girl, how so fast they're able to see through the bullshit and read right through it and give you a quick answer. And I'm just sitting there like, holy shit, how'd you guys do that so fast? Tucker's right about this topic. He is absolutely right about this topic.
Most men I know, I include myself in this, are much more likely to believe what women say.
That's another part too. And again, gets back to what I say too. A lot of you guys are pussy whipped. Keep it all the way 1,000. You have a scarcity mindset. You don't really have a girl, or if you do, you have her by the skin of her teeth. So you just let her do what she wants. Let her come and go as she pleases. 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the relationship, just because you want access to sex. That's a massive L. You're going to have to reach a point to where you can tell those women,
She belongs to the streets.
send her back to the streets, do your thing, work, grind, stay focused, keep the main thing, until you reach a point where you're sitting there looking at everything you have and you're like, wow, I'm so grateful that A, God protected me from a lot of bullets dodged, which yours truly has dodged a lot of bullets, come out stronger from it, versus being in a situation with a girl and your life be completely ruined. That's all I'm telling you. For a young guy, it's like the worst thing you could possibly have happened to you. And I know this, and I've said this before. A lot of guys that watch my content are also married and or have kids and or divorced. A lot of divorced guys. And they always tell me, like, whether it's through DM, which, by the way, shout out to you guys on DM. Some of these clips are from you guys. So, yeah, we'll definitely be reacting to more clips and things that you guys see. I know it doesn't let you put links in the chat, but if you send it to our DM on Instagram at StandingOnPod, if I see them in the request, we'll put them up and we'll cover them on the show if they're relevant enough. Guys, don't send weird shit, please. It's just stupid, and then you're never going to get seen again. So if you want me to cover something, I will. But a lot of guys that are divorced and have been married, etc., and have kids always urge me to speak about these topics to young men because A, I have a great finger on the scale of what's going on. B, I have a lot of experience with this. And C, we have a lot of research, data, statistics, and other things to back that up. And that combination together is very dangerous for a lot of people. But yeah, guys, the pursuit of women, man. I didn't understand this until this year. Keeping it all the way 1,000 with you guys. I did not understand that until this year. How important it is to just be. But at the same time, and this is a little contradictory, if I didn't have the experiences I did with so many different girls, I still think I'd be chasing it, if that makes sense. So I do get it on both angles. But man, if you can stay locked in and just avoid them at all costs, continue to be a good person, be deep-rooted in your faith, you can become a very, very desired person. I'm telling you, that's the trick. Man, these topics are segueing perfect.
Pie.
When you remove God out of the picture,
Why do you guys believe the divorce rate is so high?
when you remove God out of the picture, a relationship is based on your ability to bring me pleasure, comfort, your ability to give me psychic fulfillment. And if you lose your ability to turn me on, give me psychic fulfillment, bring me comfort and pleasure, why shouldn't I divorce you and go out and find somebody else who turns me on a little more? And the problem is that leads to profound loneliness because it condemns me to incredibly superficial relationships that are all based on your ability to please me. And if you please me, I'll stick with you. But if you lose your ability to please me, bye-bye, I'm out of here.
Why do you guys believe the divorce rate is so high?
When you remove God out of the picture, a relationship is based on your ability to bring me pleasure, comfort.
Very profound thing that he's saying about this topic, by the way. Very profound. When you remove God, you remove everything. And I know I've been talking about this a lot, but man, it is just ever so important for you guys to find some sort of faith and belief in something. And to man, I don't know why it's like all hitting me at once. Maybe it hit you guys sooner. But dude, like, you cannot take, like, fuck everything else I say. You physically cannot take a girl seriously if she's not fearful of God. You can't. Because every worldview that you have, everything that you do, how you move, etc., there's going to be a problem with it. Now, of course, there's going to be other things that you need to have together outside of that. But that's the central foundation. And I don't care if you're Muslim, you're Christian, you're I don't care. You got to believe in something. Because I'm telling that is the biggest fundamental problem. And you guys will notice that when she doesn't fear God or you don't fear God, like you don't have a belief in something, you're not going to have an ability to connect to the deepest emotional level and spiritual level that you possibly can ever get to. It's just not going to happen. And when you fear God, you fear the way that you live your life. It's not having fear of, oh my God, that's not what I'm talking about. Having a fear that there is a greater power, a greater will, something that you respect and admire. And that actually is also a big tremor when you deal with selfish people versus selfless people. Two different conversations, right? But man, putting God at the center is holy shit. By far the like without it, it's you're headed for destruction. Headed for complete and utter destruction.
Your ability to give me psychic fulfillment. And if you lose your ability to turn me on, give me psychic fulfillment, bring me comfort and pleasure, why shouldn't I divorce you? And
Yeah, really good point. So he's talking about pleasure and all this other stuff. If you don't have God, that's the only thing that the relationship is sitting on. You're already bruising for a cruising there. Or cruising for a bruising, I should say.
go out and find somebody else who turns me on a little more. And the problem is that leads to profound loneliness.
Correct. I'm going to favorite this. I love this clip. I'm going to put this way up here.
Because it condemns me to incredibly superficial relationships that are all based on your ability to please me. And if you please me, I'll stick with you. But if you lose your ability to please me, bye-bye.
Yeah, really good. And in like a 30-second clip. The best way to sum that up. Great job. Great job. Let's see what the comments are.
I'm out of here.
Why?
Yeah, someone said marriage is biblical anyways. It's pointless to get married if you don't believe in God. Marriage is two people announcing to everyone in God that they are going to become one in holy union. Well said. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, at least like this For You page for the people that are seeing these clips are good. I will post clips about God and faith, etc. And people like come in the comments and they're like, oh, I'm not going to be fearful of an imaginary figure. Like, dude.
Stupid.
And it's like a lot. I'm getting this on TikTok and YouTube as well. I don't know where we're hitting or who we're targeting. I don't know. It's just organic. Oh my gosh. I pray for those people that they find it. Because once you find it, your direction on life changes completely. Completely. And look, I'm not the best Christian, Catholic. Of course not. Okay. I cuss. I say abrasive things. I hold abrasive opinions. But you guys got to remember, too, I have a huge responsibility to a lot of you, especially a lot of young men, to be strong and forceful and be the masculine role model that a lot of them don't have. So that's another conversation, too. But great clip. All right, back to the 304s.
She belongs to the streets.
Here we go.
Could have done better in your last relationship.
Honestly, I argued just so I could get attention.
Fatality.
You serious?
Because I felt like no.
That's
Hear me out. I felt like he just simply stopped giving me like loving attention, like a boyfriend, like.
The reason that he stopped giving you attention is because he only saw you as a sex object. That's it. Guys, let me make this clear for ladies. If a man truly loves you, admires you, respects you, and sees you as his wife, there will never, ever, ever be an inkling of doubt that you will have in your brain in terms of attention he gives you, the way that he treats you, the way that he takes care of you, the way that he speaks about you, the way that he speaks about your guys' union together. So if you're sitting there being like, oh, I just wanted to argue to get attention because he wasn't giving me it, I don't feel bad for you, woman, because you are responsible for picking the men in your life. True. And the only reason why you picked that guy is probably because he was edgy, rough around the edges, a little bit of an asshole. And those traits also come with traits that are toxic and could make a man cheat.
Fatality.
Yes, I know I'm the best in the world at this topic, but someone's got to educate women on this, because if I don't, nobody else will tell them the truth.
Hey, I love you. You look great. Like, you're so beautiful. Like, he just stopped doing that. And
Yeah, because he got what he wanted. He just fucked, like, you were just a sex object. And I guarantee you it was probably an athlete or like, we already know what time it is. And, like, yeah, this is not like rocket science, dude.
so I'd kind of like start arguments just so he'd be like, I'm so sorry. Like, I love you so much.
Yeah, and by the way,
Stop it. Get some help.
Do you think you could have done better?
guess where she's at right now? For those of you listening to the audio, not seeing the video,
She belongs to the streets.
she's in the streets, by the way, right now.
Your last relationship.
Honestly, I argued just so I could get attention.
And let me make it clear, this is not all women. There's a lot of great women out there. I don't want to like do all these clips and react to this stuff and get you guys to think that it's just all bad girls. Of course not. Of course not. But there are a lot of fucking stupid ones. Keep it all the way 1,000.
You serious?
Because I felt like no.
That's
Hear me out. I felt like he just simply stopped giving me like loving attention, like a boyfriend. Like, hey, I love you. You look great. Like, you're so beautiful.
Translation, she was chasing him. She was pedestalizing him. He had higher value. He was better. Non-human intrinsic value, because women get mad when I say that. Non-human intrinsic value, okay? He was probably taller, funnier, smarter, made more money, could protect. Like, he had a lot of things that she wanted and was attracted to. But those traits come with other problems, like being toxic and cheaters. So, hey, woman, why don't you just give a nice guy a chance? Well, I know that that's actually not biologically true as well, because the qualities that nice guys have are not arousing and attractive to women. I wish it was different. A lot of you guys would probably be married and have really great relationships. But the arousal and attraction conversation is a tough, black-pilling conversation for a lot of people. And when they find my content, they're like, oh my God, like, you're so abrasive and you're an asshole. No, I'm just speaking very raw. Pause. About this topic. So, if you're a nice guy out there, man, I know a few of them. I have some guys that are my friends that are that. And obviously be who you are, right? I think that there is a lid for every pot. Eventually will happen. But at the same time, I can remember the transition of like what I was to what I am now, and it's night and day. Guys, I don't know if any of you know this. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before. I might have, but hey, been on air for almost a decade, so who knows? But guys, when I first started dating, I was like the nicest guy ever. I would like let girls do what they want and like completely different to how it is now. So it is possible for you to change. You just have to deal with more girls, be put in more environments, and deal with more people. Now, some people, especially the religious people, aren't going to like that I said that. But to solve the problem that we have in 2026 as a man, you have to go that route. And isn't it weird how the second I started being like, yeah, no, I'm not tolerating that. Oh, wait, I have a backbone now. Oh, wait, I have self-respect. Everybody thinks I'm an asshole. That's how you know you're doing something right. Now, of course, don't actually go out of your way and be an asshole to everybody. I'm not saying that. But people classify being an asshole just for basic self-respect and boundaries versus what you had before. And what women want to do is they want to come into the situation, walk all over you, do what they want, but also LARP off of you and get the relationship when they want it as well. What you're not going to do is give them that. I don't care if you don't have girls. I don't care if you haven't been laid in 2 years. I don't care if you're a scarcity mindset. I am telling you as someone that has gone from one end to the complete opposite. Don't do it. Do not reward women that are not worthy of a relationship with a relationship because of their bad behavior. I'm telling you, the brother you've never had, man. Brother you've never had.
Beautiful. Like, he just stopped doing that. And so
Anyway, next topic. We got a few more. Here we go.
No such thing as cheating before marriage.
Yeah, if you're not.
Married, you're single, like, because if you fornicate, you're cheating on God. It ain't gonna work out.
So until you're married, you're single. So if I'm dating a guy right now, but I talk to another guy, it's okay because I'm single?
Yeah, you're single.
There's no such thing.
And this is another example of women giving each other very destructive advice. And the reason why I have such a big problem with this is that women, but primarily young women, as Sean Duffy was speaking about to his daughter, the going to Harvard and liberalism and feminism thing, and what they can do to take very good young women and turn them into not so good young women, right? The issue I have is that young women are so impressionable that the Alex Cooper stuff, it's why I go hard on her, by the way. It's not it's just you went after so many young women that are so impressionable. And they can just hear something on a podcast, see a clip, see a video, see a girl saying it, and then a bunch of other women in the comments going like, yeah, I agree. And it's just herd mentality. Very dangerous. And you could see this girl here is interviewing this, whoever, I don't know who this girl is, other girl is, a blonde girl. And she's kind of like shocked. But at the same time, she probably went back home and was thinking about it like, oh, really? Should I do this?
Nope.
That's cheating before marriage?
Yeah, if you're not married, you're single, like.
Some of the worst advice I have ever heard in my entire life. And here's the other thing too. If you fear God and you have a belief, right? You are not going to be as demonic of a person as this to actually feel okay when doing that. You're going to feel bad. You're going to have empathy. You're going to hate to be that person on the other end of it if it was happening to you. So, yeah, man. It's absolutely nuts, dude. And the issue I have is that young women are so impressionable that they hear this shit and this shit gets views and things like that I have to come on here and correct this because it's so dangerous.
Because if you fornicate, you're cheating on God. It ain't gonna work out.
So until you're married, you're single. So if I'm dating a guy right now, but I talk to another guy, it's okay because I'm single?
Yeah, you're single.
I have a solution. My solution to solve this problem is simply this. You got to take their phones away, you got to take their social media away, and only allow the men to control it. It's the only way we're going to get society back on track. Now, of course, is this realistic? No. Is this going to happen? No. But this destructive advice with women that are attached to this damn phone 24/7, it is in their face like this 24/7, right? Anywhere you go, coffee shop, gym, university, all the time they're on their phone. It's just indoctrination over and over and over again and brainwash. And a clip like this and clips like that just pop in. It is so dangerous because so many young women are so impressionable. And it's not their fault. That other women like Alex Cooper, who, yes, I call Dumb and Dumber with Alex Earl.
Stupid.
Because they have done so much damage. Go live your single life. Go be a hoe. Gluck, gluck, whatever. Versus guys like myself and Andrew and Tristan and Myron and Waller. All these guys being like, hey, guys, quit being bitches. Go to the gym. Quit being soft. All of a sudden, that's toxically mad. Like, what? Like,
Stupid.
where are we? What world is this? But this is how you solve the problem. You got to take their phones away, take the social media, complete ban. It will solve all the cheating. It'll solve mostly all of it, right? It'll solve this Well, it'll take a while. A lot of these girls are going to crash out. But for the next generation of women, we can get our country back on track. We can have a birth rate that is absolutely booming again. And a lot of women that love the men on this planet. Tell me how that solution wouldn't work. Because I think it would.
Single.
long you been single? Make us feel bad.
Like 2.5 years.
So, guys, you can see that this clip is happening in Nashville. This looks like it's happening outside of Luke Bryan's bar. Those of you who've never been to Nashville, Broadway, all these bars are on the same street. It's mayhem. It's crazy. They're doing street interviews now. It's nuts. This girl is very attractive. Very attractive. Blonde, good skin, features are good, but she is dressed like a 304.
She belongs to the streets.
And the biggest red flag here is that why do you look like this and you've been single for 2 years?
Wow.
I don't know, I'm just waiting for the right one.
Also, very destructive advice. You'll also remember that you've probably heard this from a woman before. Oh, I'm just waiting for the right one. It'll come to me. Then they wake up one day, they're 41 years old with a bunch of cats, lonely in their box in the sky apartment, like, oh my God, what happened? I hate men now. But there's no reason this girl should be single. Translation, she's probably a 304.
She belongs
Well,
to the
she is.
streets.
She's outside wearing that. 1. 2, she's probably dealing with athletes, influencer, like top tier guys, cool. But they just look at her as a sex object, which is crazy, right? Because this girl should be a wife. Like, she's not ugly. But the other thing, too, is this is a two-way street. Her actions don't get her to the position of being a wife. And this is also what most people don't tell women, which is like, hey, guys, you got to start acting like not the wife, but very in it day one with the guy you love, admire, and respect. Because if you don't, he's just going to be looking for the other girl that is. That's some of the best advice I can give you. You like a guy, you think he's great, etc. You need to start doing that. And don't wait. Don't listen to Alex Cooper and these idiots. They're fucking lying to you. They're actually doing more harm to you than good. I'm the only one helping you. Because I want you to get married and have a deep-rooted fear of God and also love your husband and have kids and live a very happy life that is fulfilling. This shit of being outside in Nashville on Broadway could be dopamine filling, could be fulfilling, especially for her.
She belongs to the streets.
But at some point, the wall comes. You're not as attractive. You're not as desired anymore. And the only moment that women mature is the moment that they have to start buying their drinks at the bar. Very sobering moment for a lot of women. They sober up quick, like, holy shit, what happened? The wall is inevitable, dude. Absolutely inevitable.
What's your type?
I like somebody who's like grounded, down to earth,
Grounded.
loves Jesus.
Also, I have another big problem with women that LARP on Jesus. Like, what are you doing? Okay, and I'm not going to take away if she's fit, cool. But you're not living your life the same way. See what I mean? You're outside, your tits are out, you're non-relationship, you're in your mid-20s. Like, what's going on here, dude?
Athletic, loves to travel.
Are you married, single?
Translation, I want a professional athlete that has money that can allow me to go on girls' trips. And like, why am I so good at this?
I'm single.
How long you been single? Make us feel bad.
Like 2.5 years.
Wow.
I don't know, I'm just waiting for the right one.
Yeah, usually when girls say this, you know that they're hoes.
She belongs to the streets.
Every single time. Every single time. Guys, like, with how bad... I'm going to tell you a story right now. Story time. I know you guys love my story times. So, last year I'm walking outside of my place in Miami, right around Brickell area, okay? And I know this girl lives in this building, okay? She's cool, she's nice, etc. We've been friendly, nothing weird there except anything. I watched a full-grown man run from the front. I'm not trying to give away where I live, but like the front of the building. She was already like at the end of the sidewalk to cross into the other, more towards like Brickell Center, etc. This dude ran her down from the front of the building. And I was like, what the fuck's about to happen? Just to go up to her, because she told me after, and be like, oh my God, like I just thought you were the prettiest girl ever. Like, can I get your number? Dudes are running full fucking sprints to try and see if girls are single, can they get their number and see what they're about. So when girls like this are outside in Nashville wearing no clothes practically, and she's more modest than most girls, but I think these are like, could see her ass in this, her tits are out, like Come on, bro. Come on, man. And wearing a cross, dude. Which is going to segue so good into a clip I have on Candace going at a girl wearing a cross, I think, in a video. This is a good seg. I swear to God, I did not plan this good. It just happened. But this is the slippery slope. And men are literally running women down to get their numbers, to talk to them, etc. So I don't buy this whole thing of, oh, well, I'm single because it's my choice and been single for like, dude, you don't look like, this girl's not ugly. Like, this girl's not fat, dude. Definitely not fat. Something's up here. Something's very up. And the comments, like another girl commented, bro, what the fuck? Another girl commented and said, single but probably entertaining 6 dudes minimum. Spot on. Someone said, remember, guys, they are never single. Most of them in situationships. That's true. Loves Jesus. What girls with tons of baggage say? Yep, they know the church. Always going to bail them out. Yeah, dude, everyone's getting good at this now. The air quotes, love to travel. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's always funny. Yeah, the one guy said, love to travel equals has money. We're doing such a good job. I have done it. Myron has. Andrew has. Everybody, I don't give a fuck who the messenger is. It is about the message. We're doing such a good job of educating men on this topic. Well, man, this is terrible, and you're educating men to hate. No, I'm not. I'm educating men to understand women to a point where nothing moves them. Hating is low IQ, which is why I don't hate anything. Like, come on, guys. Let's have higher IQ conversations. I know this is like you guys are used to being dumb.
Stupid.
But, yeah, we're educating. And it's important to educate men on this because when you, and this is why I'm so passionate, when you, well, one, the self-deletion stuff, I've saved a lot of guys. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but for anyone who wants to talk shit about me, that's my number one claim to fame. Walking a lot of guys off the fucking ledge over DM, over phone call. Hey, bro, like, I'm down bad right now. Like, my girl, whatever. Give me your number. I'll call you. Like, I am so good with, that's my claim to fame. I'll never apologize for doing what I do because of that. But the other thing is that when men understand how girls move, etc., these girls have to adjust for the environment and for the dating marketplace. Translation, they have to be more mindful now. They have to be more careful now. Or they just go down the deep, dark path of hating men and being misandrous, which apparently that's accepted. But nor here nor there. This is where we are, folks.
What's your type?
I like somebody who's like grounded, down to earth.
Grounded.
Loves Jesus.
And nothing wrong with that. Obviously, we love Jesus, of course. But this girl, minimum... Look, by the way, what I just said like a minute ago about the phone in the hand. Look, phone's in the hand, bro. All the time. Like, literally, like, on... all the time. Also, when you guys are like... Hopefully you're not like this anymore. I know some guys have. I've been in my past. I can admit this. Oh, my God, a girl's not texting me back. Like, oh... Bro, they're on their phones all fucking day. They're on TikTok. They're on Instagram Reels. They're everywhere with that fucking phone. Are there some exceptions to the rule? Yes. But don't argue the exception to the rule and be an idiot. Speaking of, our lovely Candace Owens, who actually had an opinion today that I very much disagree with. We might get into that after this, but let's play this clip.
A cross necklace, but then your shirt says "Made in Hell."
Yes, it does. Why are you wearing a cross on your neck?
Are you color coordinating with your neck?
Because I don't see a cross as religious, so...
Okay. Just like you don't see a marriage as religious.
I don't think that a marriage
has a meaning. This is why it's like we're at a stage where people are like, what is a woman? Because they just go, well, we're going to call it a marriage, but we're going to sleep with other people. We're going to bring in prostitutes. We're going to outsource raising the kids, or we're never going to have kids. You're calling it a family. It's not a family, and this is what it is. The words have no meaning, right? I'm wearing the cross. Why? I don't know. I don't think of it as religious. Okay, well, Jesus Christ died on the cross.
You think that.
That's what you think.
Wait.
That's what you... You think
And so why
it's
are you wearing the
improving.
cross?
And
because I think it's
worker
cute.
is
You
a
just think that the
more-
design is cute.
Yeah.
Wait, really
I
quick.
grew up
Hold on.
Catholic. I was religious, and I'm not
Prostitution,
anymore. I
being
don't have to
called-
believe in what you believe, and I can say that if
I didn't say
somebody's-
you had to believe. I asked you a question.
But
I
you're
said, why are
telling
you
me,
wearing the cross?
Okay, and you're saying that the religious aspect of marriage is the only thing that matters. It's not, because people don't follow what you believe.
Okay, I asked you why you're wearing the cross, and you said because you thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
glad we
do.
got an answer. She's wearing the cross around her neck because she thinks it's cute.
You have a cross.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit, bro. Literally wearing a shirt that says "Made in Hell" and wearing a cross.
Oh, well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
I love Candace Owens. You guys know that. I like Andrew Wilson too. I like them both. You don't have to agree with everyone's opinion on everything all the time to like them. But man, she cooked this girl. This is the feminism final boss, by the way.
A cross
right here. Fat, out of shape, insufferable. Like, I love Candace, man. She's great.
But then your shirt says "Made in Hell."
Yes, it does.
Why are you wearing a cross on your neck?
Color coordinating with your neck?
Because I don't see a cross as religious, so...
Okay.
I
Just
thought
like
the
you
necklace
don't
was
see a
cute.
marriage as religious. So these
I don't
words
think that a
they don't
marriage-
have a meaning. This is why it's like we're at a stage where people are like, what is a woman? Because they just go, well, we're going to call it a marriage, but we're going to sleep with other...
By the way, can you imagine a woman like 50 years ago saying some shit like this?
Nope.
This is how far it's come. Just in 50 years. It's a long time. Oh, man. What a time to be alive. What a time to be fucking alive, man. Oh, you already know this clip's going to be ridiculous.
Fatality.
Lie about their intentions with women?
I do that.
Yikes. So you lie to men?
I
said,
do.
So the guys are lover boys.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know.
You're a horrible person for that. Yeah.
Yikes,
You're
bro.
ruining men so that when their wives
Someone got
get
to
them,
do it.
I don't even know what these like demonic creatures are. I really don't. And as I just mentioned, like 50 years ago, you're not seeing girls ever speak like this. What happened? Well, I know what happened. But my God. You're ruining men, the girl says, and she replies, ha ha ha. Someone has to do it.
Stupid.
And let me state for the record again, this is not all women, but this is how a lot of them think. It's crazy, dude. Like, can you imagine if I went around publicly and said this shit? Or spoke about this? Which I'm too high IQ to not do that. But man. I don't even want to watch the rest of this.
Are you trolling or is
No,
this
I'm so serious. No, I'm actually so serious.
Do you think you're a bad person?
I think I'm a good person.
But you
You're
ruin men.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, they want to be with me and this and that, but it's like, I don't want to. Why do I have to? I don't have to fake it. If I just want to fuck you, then I just want to fuck you. Like,
but
why do I
you're
have
lying to them.
It's kind of like the turn on about it, you know?
Do you see men less than women?
Oh, definitely.
She belongs to the streets.
Bombakat.
So you're okay with ruining people for your own personal benefit?
I mean, it's my life.
Like, so you are.
I know some of you guys are probably raging out listening to this and watching this, but you notice how I'm not. I'm just kind of calm. It's how a lot of women think, by the way. Everything's about them, selfish, never for the betterment of other people.
Or the center of your universe.
Definitely, because it's my world. I live in it.
That's insane.
Just hurting someone.
W that girl, by the way. Hey, yo, shorty. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. That girl, I like that. The one that's pressing her. Not this one right here, the blonde.
Someone else even affect you? Like,
No,
do you
because
care?
it's not my. No.
Guys should not lie about their intent.
Never mind. Wait,
Intentions
is this
with
the
women?
same girl?
I
Hold
do
up. Never
that.
mind. I think that's...
Yikes.
is
So
that
you
the
lied
same
to
one?
men.
Hold
I
on.
You said,
do.
so the guys are lover boys.
Yeah,
If that's the same
because
one,
it's
I'm going
like,
to take back what I just
I
said.
don't
You're a
know.
horrible person for that.
Yeah.
Yikes,
You're
bro.
ruining men. So
Well,
that when their wives
Someone got
get
to
them,
do it.
Oh, well, well, well. Well, well.
And now to our new victim of the Ant Rant, Sabrina Carpenter, ladies and gentlemen. She's gotten it before, but here we go again. So I pulled this up to show you guys because I've talked about it a lot, and some of you might not know what I'm talking about. So Sabrina Carpenter is a very famous female singer, and she had over 100,000 people at her concert, by the way, primarily women, call men stupid and useless. I had to look for 35 minutes to find this tweet and video. 35 minutes. This has been so suppressed on purpose. Mind you, if I ever, Andrew, Myron, any of these guys ever came out and said some shit like this about women, we'd be front page of the New York Times. I don't want to play the song because I'm going to get hit with copyright, but she does say it.
What do you call it? Come on! Or is it? I don't know what. Well, maybe it.
Fatality.
So let me get this straight. Sabrina Carpenter is allowed to go to a concert, say how men are useless, and what else did she say? Stupid. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Sabrina Carpenter is allowed to go to a concert, sing to all of her female friends and fans. One more time, because I really need to just make sure I'm reading this right. Stupid, useless. Okay. Third time's a charm. So let me get this straight. Sabrina Carpenter is allowed to sing at her concert for her fans and say that men are stupid, men are useless. Mind you, it gets suppressed. I had to take 35 minutes to find the video. If I, Andrew, Myron, anybody in the space ever came out and said that about women, we would be the front page of the New York Times calling us misogynists. How is it that this behavior is accepted for women? Misandry is totally accepted worldwide. No one says anything about it. Now, mind you, I've said this as well. Hating something is very low IQ. It's low IQ because it's easy to do, and what is easy is not respected. Simple as that. Another thing, guys, as well as this. If you're dealing with a girl right now and you're dating her, etc., you need to find out what her music taste is. If she likes Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, etc., send her back to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
The fact that a young woman could go to a concert and say that men are useless and stupid is the greatest example of how great a patriarchy is. And the reason it's so great is because the patriarchy that has men pussy whipped, okay, it's just what it is the only society that allows women to go up there and trash them at the same time. Could you imagine that shit happening in the Middle East? Can you imagine that shit happening in Asia?
Nope.
Not a chance in the world. So again, ladies, when you attack the patriarchy and you say men are useless and men are stupid, the only reason why you're able to have that opinion is because of the society that men have built up. Unbelievable, dude. Literally unbelievable, man. And I wanted to pull this out of the vault because, and we'll save this as well, because it took me so long to fucking find it. Holy shit, man. It's absolutely crazy. Speaking of, more stupid women, bro.
Stupid.
This is our final video, and then we're gonna go on X and see what's popping with the news, politics, etc., and then end the stream. But listen to this bullshit. Sorry, everybody. Fucking OBS crashed out. I'll do this again. I hate when it does that. Sorry, guys. Always does that around the same time. All right, let's try this again.
There's something just so chic about being a divorcee. I feel like when men get divorced, they get 10 times more chopped, but when women get divorced, we get 10 times hotter. I'm single and I actually can't wait to get a divorce.
These are the women running around in society, by the way. We covered a lot of red pill stuff tonight, okay? And the reason I do this is to continue to educate you guys. This is not all women, but this is a good portion of them. Just when you think you can't hear something more asinine and stupid, the next person just levels up the other. You have women like this being like, being a divorcee is so chic and I'm single and I can't wait to be a divorcee. Women literally saying this shit. Now, of course, a lot of it's for rage baiting clicks and content and we're covering it. But there's also got to be a little bit of truth behind, hey, just kidding. And there usually always is. Man, if you guys watch my shit, you listen to my show, you're going to be fine. But what I urge all of you to do right now is if you have a friend, someone's down bad, etc., please put them onto my content. I'm saving people left and right here. Literally saving you left and right. How to avoid these girls, how to figure out what the signs are. And honestly, you don't really got to do much because nowadays most of them just tell themselves. They tell themselves with their social media, the way that they speak, the way that they act. And it's very easy to see why we're in the situation we're in, where men don't want to commit to them, and they see them as sex only. Not really a hard concept. But yeah, man, it's fucking nuts, dude. How fucking stupid, man. Anyway, I've been ranting for an hour and a half. I'm cooked.